The boy accidentally touched a corner of the mural and a passage slowly appeared before him. Summoning his courage, he stepped inside and entered a chamber where a secret buried for thousands of years was about to be revealed. He saw Demerzel's body split into 7 parts, neatly arranged, with every marking still clearly visible. Furious, the boy reached out and touched Demerzel's cheek. To his shock, she began to speak, startling him so much that he hid in a corner. But Demerzel told him she could share many fascinating stories, which piqued his interest. This was the very first encounter between the young Cleon and the robot Demerzel. From then on, Cleon often returned to listen to her tell stories about the expansion of the Empire, the robot wars, and other tales. As time passed, Demerzel never aged, while Cleon slowly grew older. What was even more astonishing was that Demerzel had already lived for 18,000 years. She did not need to eat or sleep, and long ago she had even led armies into battle, but she had lost an important war, was captured and delivered to the great emperor of that era, who conducted endless experiments and studies on her. As the years went by, the emperor realized that he would eventually die, while Demerzel would not. He feared that she might use her knowledge to restart the wars, so he created a mechanism to permanently confine her here. She had been trapped in this dark chamber for more than 5,000 years. Demerzel pleaded with Cleon to set her free, promising to guide and support him, but Cleon believed she only wanted to escape her prison. Angrily, he left and swore never to return, yet his emotions swayed him. Cleon came back, pressed the switch to release her divided body, and allowed Demerzel to become whole again. Still, the surrounding restraining field remained active, so she was not truly free. One day, when Cleon was much older, he visited her again. He brought a box for Mirth as an engagement gift, asking Demerzel to marry him. He then opened the restraining field, granting her complete freedom. Standing behind her, he placed a chip inside her body and demanded that she harm him. Demerzel was shocked, but when she raised her hand, she found that it no longer obeyed her will. She could harm humans, but not Cleon. This restriction also prevented her from transferring herself into another body. That was the condition of her so-called freedom. Cleon then replicated his own genes, creating clone after clone of himself. Each clone would have the memories of this moment erased, becoming his successor. Because of her programming, Demerzel could never escape. Bound by absolute loyalty, she guided Cleon and his descendants as they ruled the dynasty, and through it all, she became the true power of the Empire, the eternal and only Empress.